guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jason Pizzino on the self-titled Jason Pizzino channel. Alright, let's jump into some vegan politics today. Yes, the channel is about internet money, Bitcoin, crypto, and politics, economic cycles and politics. And this time we're going to be talking about veganism politics. Now, it came from a Facebook comment. I want to jump into that. It's from a good friend. Actually, he said I was assuming I was his friend, so I refer to him as my acquaintance. That's a joke, by the way. BJ. If you don't know BJ, go follow him on Facebook if you are ready to take the red pill and not get offended, SJW vegan style offended. That's what his shit is about. That's what my shit's about. He's a little bit more tolerant of people and he speaks a bit kinder to them, I think. When I read back my comments and his, yeah, he's a bit more analytical than I am. Let's get to the comment. This was put on another post and then I reposted it. So I'm making news out of Facebook news. That's what we're doing here. All right, food. This is the quote. Food, I'm reading it off my laptop. I'll get into the quote. Food, wait, my nose is itchy. Food is all I have in common with a lot of vegans. Mostly, let me start again. Food is all I have in common with a lot of vegans. They mostly don't even extend their ethics on harming others to government violence. That came from a post that I put up, which was also had to do with vegans and taxes and all this sort of stuff. All right, there's a book called Meatonomics. In that book, there is a quote, or there's some facts in there. $38 billion in the US, $38 billion of tax money, which is then used as government subsidies for the meat and dairy industry. So let me rephrase that so it makes a bit more sense. In the US, they use $38 billion of tax money to subsidize the meat and dairy industry. So my point, well, this was from a post, this is from a little meme going on there, you'd see. If you pay that, if you're paying taxes, you cannot claim to be vegan if you pay any taxes. And then I had the response, I was able to put that up on some groups, but a lot of other groups, they don't like to mix that. They just like to hear about what's the latest fucking march that's coming up and where's the latest food. No one really likes to get further into the topics about using what we feel as a vegan, like applying those same ethics to humanity. We're all in a farm of ourselves. We're a farm of ourselves. We're all in a farming system, the tax system, the government. We are farmed, we are used to make money, to pay taxes, to pay the government, to then use the money in an inefficient way and try and spread that across multiple people who may or may not be working. So leaving that section of it aside, maybe for another video, maybe not, because I know that offends a lot of people and they come up with all this sort of socialist bullshit and that's the way to fix society. No, it's not. That's for another time, unless I get more offended, more triggered in this video, then I might bring it up then. Going back to the main point, this was in some groups and then the same responses come, well, you can't get out of that, that's life, blah, 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 blah. In some countries, yes. In some countries, no. In some states, yes. In other states, no. This is talking about the US. And there are other countries that you can get to. Yes, it means moving. Yes, it means setting up a new life. But if that's what you believe in, that's what you have to get out there and do. Along with those comments came the other comment that veganism is about doing the absolute best that you can in the situation that you find yourself in. I agree to that. I think that more can be done. And that's the hesitation in saying that I agree with that statement. The statement is, as a vegan, you do the best that you absolutely can while, being a vegan. If you have to pay taxes and those taxes unfortunately go to subsidizing the meat and dairy industry, there's not much more you can do. Now, what I'm saying to that is, yes, there is more you can do. You need to go and do the research. You need to find out how you can live more sustainably and more ethically with the environment, with your planet, if that's really, truly what you believe in. So BJ's point was those ethics need to be extended to all of humanity, not just one aspect, not just the non-human animals. So I guess I share the view from the political side that a free market, an anarcho-capitalist sort of system would be the best system that we could see. People are going to get more stuff done because you have a free market, you're not held back by regulations and you're not getting money taken away from you to be put towards other inefficient uses, people who aren't working. If we're all living in a happier place that we can all work, then we're all going to get a lot more done. We're going to be doing the stuff that we love to do and there's not going to be any excuses about sitting around being bored or I can't find a job or I can't do this, I can't do that. It's not going to happen overnight. It might not even happen in my lifetime. It's going to be a full societal world conscious shift to a free market. I think that's the way things will head. I'm seeing that with crypto, decentralizing everything. We are having more freedom to make our choices. I think that will happen. I don't know how quickly it will happen, maybe a century from now, maybe 2 generations, I don't know. But to me, that's the truth, and the truth always prevails, as we can see with veganism, you know, not to harm other living beings. They also have the right to live their life out, and they shouldn't be captured and tortured and raped and murdered so that people can sit down for a meal. Sounds a bit fucked up when you think about it. So I see it if you're an anarchist, you know, they have that anarchist mindset that the world should be free, you should extend that to non-human animals, non-humans as well. And also if you're a vegan, you should extend that to humans, which you should already do, but a lot of them don't. So I might just read out one more of the comments from that post because I really like that. It is from Caleb. So the comment was, food is all I have in common with a lot of vegans. They mostly don't even extend their ethics on harming others to government violence, that being wars, whatnot. So a friend said, government violence equals war. Another friend, BJ, any initiation of force that is not a peacekeeping action. All right, Caleb jumps in. The government treats citizens as farm animals. This is what we were talking earlier. Milking us for profits. They tax people 50%. In Australia, probably around 30, 35, but then you add on GST, then you add on the rest of the taxes, which you don't actually think about, that go on to everything else that you pay, your rates, your insurances, your registrations. There's all taxes on everything that you pay, so it can equal up to 50+% of your income going on taxes. They tax people 50% so they can pay themselves lucrative salaries, jobs for their bureaucrat buddies, grossly overpriced services, that is 250 grand to blast cancer victims with chemotherapy, plus there's the never-ending war on drugs, war on terror, and the infamous government debt enslavement program known as fractional reserve banking. If you don't know about that, go and search it on YouTube. This video is going for longer than I expected. That is another thing to look up yourself. Fractional reserve banking, go and look at it as a debt enslavement program, and you'll find a few more ideas around that to satisfy your curiosity. Going on, even though it's hypocritical for vegans to be okay with this racketeering scam, a large portion of vegans, at least the vocal ones that control the vegan Facebook groups, are in favour of more taxes and larger governments. I've seen that before. I don't post as much in the vegan groups because it's just, a lot of the time it's so far left that people think they need to be taking from everyone else, and they hate society, and humans are bad people, and you shouldn't be having more kids, and you owe me, and it always comes from like a victim mentality. In amongst that, yes, there's a shit ton of great vegans, and most of the time they aren't really in the groups, they're out there doing their own thing, and I love meeting up with those people. Going on to finish the comment, they somehow think the rich will pay more tax, but it's only the poor and middle class that suffer because the rich will be chilling in their super yachts in tax havens such as Monaco. Maybe not all these rich people are evil. Maybe they'd rather spend their money on foot massages, cheese and wine on their luxury yachts instead of having their money stolen from them to pay for excessive prison populations, road pirates, traffic cops, and soldiers to blow up families in the Middle East. The comment finishes with a thank you from the original poster. Alright. That was a lot to take in on one political topic, so I'm going to leave it there. I assume there's going to be a lot of questions if anyone got to the end of this video and is interested in the topic of politics and tax and how the world should be run. Don't come at me with a shit ton of socialist comments. That stuff has all been rebutted, and I'm not interested in talking about it again in comments. Having said that, I am known to continue conversations in comments. So let's leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, share it with your friends. I'm going to do the like, share, subscribe, get it in your heads, do that please, and I will see you at the next video. So until then, watch the rest of my videos, take care, and peace out.